Hello, folks. I'm here to my second podcast, and today I will talk about my points of view of religion and seeing the future, fortune tellers, what I think about it. It's not an absolute truth. It's just what I believe. And clear be that I respect all the religions, all the points of view, and I don't like when people impose their religions to me. I have my own point of view, and I respect everybody can believe in what they want. I was raised Catholic, but I was a child. I just knew that I hated to go to the church because the priest speaks like a robot, like a machine. It's so boring to stay 2 hours listening. My father didn't like church too because he was Catholic too, like my mom, but he liked to go out to smoke. He didn't feel good inside the church. I know that I like more the church when it's empty and I can talk to God than to hear a priest speaking words by memory. Always the same. In this sense, I prefer Christians or evangelical or Protestants because at least when they pray, they talk to God. They don't have anything uh, new, known by heart like the prayers in the Catholic Church. Uh, what I think about spirits and the spirit religion, I think probably spirits exist. Probably. No proofs. Like God, no proofs. But probably more spirits than God. Uh, I'd like to go to a spirit center uh, and to see and to talk to a spirit. Then I would say, oh, spirits really exist. Some people say that they see them, but I never saw them. So they might not be lying. Uh, but I would just believe that I see them. And when I go there, theoretically, me and my mother, we have extrasensorial phenomena. So we should see something when we go there. But no, just the people that are there, that are the owners, see something. So I don't know what to think about it. Sometimes I call spirits, they never come. About African religions, I like the legends, like Indian legends, like Japanese languages, like Gypsy. No, legends, not languages. Indian, Gypsy, Chinese, Japanese, and African legends of the religions are very interested in the explanations for the world. Indian from India, I don't know, but Indian from America, I like the legends. But I don't like the things that they do with the animals, the Africans. They kill animals. It's not a good thing. I think the animals have nothing to do to be killed to people make happy. I think we shouldn't even eat animals. Who made the world made it all wrong in my point of view. I wrote a book that I talk about it. I talk as the world should be and not. I don't like the world as it was made. It's intelligent in our part, but it's not perfect. It's far to be perfect. If there is a God, He's not perfect. And maybe it's true we are like Him because we are not perfect. Nobody is. About Christian religions, what I don't like is that people impose to me their point of view. And every time I read the Bible, I feel bad. It's a time that people were very wild and with few resources. And I feel bad when I watch the movies. It's all tragedies. And what I think about Jesus, I think maybe he existed as a man. I don't think he had a good side. I think he was lying if he really existed, or he could be created after. But because who wrote the Bible wasn't even himself, wasn't even those people that were with him, his relatives. They wrote the Bible 100 years after. Imagine how many distortions there are. And it's not that just the languages are so magical like Adam and Eve that we can't believe, or that is a thing from 2000 years ago, that the reality is so different for nowadays. No, it's because each time I read it or someone tells me about it, it gets worse. I become more atheist because the people that surrounded Jesus were their relatives. They were the only people that believed in him. Uh, Lazarus was, I discovered a little time ago because I don't read the Bible. I discovered that Lazarus was his friend, so it's easy to say, "Oh, go there and pretend you are dead," and I pretend that I bring it to life again. And the other guys were his friends or cousins, relatives. I believe also the Catholic Church hides Maria Magdalena because I think she was the master, like that movie says. She was the head of the group, not Jesus, because they were on a time that men didn't have the power. But after what happened is the Catholic Church wanted to impose the man power. So uh, in Rome they hid these parts of the Bible that speaks about her, that she was the head of the group, that she married Jesus, she had children with him. I don't think he died. If this story is real, I can't believe I wasn't there. Uh, about him coming again, I'm waiting. If he appears, I like saints. I like the idea that angels can exist, but it's fairies, but it's also magical. I like Wicca also because Wicca is the most nature related religion that I ever heard. They do just good things and they believe in the mother nature. And the woman has a power. I think it should be divided. In fact, the man and the woman have the same powers in relationships, in religion, in everything, in the world, in jobs. But it's all about nature, to celebrate the seasons. It's a beautiful thing. But if it exists like the other things and the other religions, I don't know. Also, I have a theory because I even don't know if the ETs exist. Uh, so I believe that maybe, just maybe, there is a more smart civilization that created us with all the failures, the facts we have. We are not perfect. We die. We get sick. We suffer. And I believe that God maybe is a an ET, a being from another planet that is watching us here and laughing. Oh, how they suffer, how they die, how they get sick, and the all the problems they have. Uh, Maybe because uh, nobody knows if there are people in other planets too. It's not proved, but it's a theory. Even in the Bible, there are some points that, like, open the sea. It's a magic thing that just a powerful being, superior being, could have done. Uh, or maybe the explanation can be natural. Maybe a volcano besides the sea. And when the star appeared when Jesus was born, the star, what could be that star that moved and pointed to the place? Maybe a spaceship? Uh, we don't know. Also, when the Ten Commandments were written by Moses, uh, a light, a fire came from the sky and wrote them on the stone. So maybe uh, a spaceship. And what else? There's one more thing. In general, they describe saints coming from the sky, angels, and they have a light in the head. What it is that it can be this light in the head? It can be the light that they were uh, going down from a flying saucer. Theories, all theories, but my point of view. Uh, I don't believe also in science. Science says, oh, egg is good, or egg is not good. Now egg is good again. Now egg is not good. Now you can't drink milk because it damages your stomach. Now no, milk is good for the stomach. Uh, Egg has cholesterol. Egg does has cholesterol. Does have. Maybe they at least they are trying. They are trying to find the truth, but they are a little far to know the truth. At least they are trying to prove things. But blindly believe in science, I don't. I believe in philosophy. Philosophy says that nothing is proved. We have to question everything that we don't know, that we don't have proofs. Never believe it blindly and have faith. Faith is a silly thing to believe in something that is not proved, that nobody saw. Also, if Jesus existed, uh, he were uh, he would be more worldwide. He would be known in China, in other countries, in to Indians here. No, Indians in America just discovered Jesus because the Catholic came here to impose Catholic religion to them. They have other beliefs. In India, they don't believe it, Jesus. They believe the rats. The rats are gods. The cows are gods. Uh, and go tell an Indian from India that a cow is not a god, and it's so silly because a rat and a cow cannot be a god. In China, they have another religion, totally and nothing connected with Jesus. So if he was really real, the world should believe him. Uh, what else? So that's it. That's my just my point of view uh, about religion. I may do other podcasts about psychology, explaining some of the uh, personality disorders, some that I know well because I studied by myself. I'm not a psychologist, but this will be another day. So thank you for watching this.